Okay, Nate, we're on the internet, mate. We're live.
Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Nice one. Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to Project Q1's live masterclass. We are here tonight, myself and you'll see Rye down there. We're here tonight to show you exactly what we've been up to the last couple of years. So we've basically put together a system that has enabled us to not only make some serious money online, but it's enabled us to have the freedom to be able to travel around the world, to live pretty much wherever it is that we want, to work from our laptops, and to basically fulfill something that's been quite a dream for both of us for quite some time. So not only have we managed to take this journey personally or as business partners, but we've also now able to bring the same kind of results that we've had to new people coming in. So what we're going to do tonight is literally show you how we work, exactly what it is that we do. And we're going to also show you how you can also get involved. So we're not going to give you any bullshit tonight. We're just going to tell you exactly straight up what it is that we do and how it is that you can get involved with us too. So with that, I'm going to give you a few rules here. I just want you to know exactly how this is going to work. So I'm just going to jump in a screen share. Bear with me. Okay, so we have some ground rules here. The first one, we've got an interactive Q&A chat for you. So if you scroll below the screen that you can see me on now, you'll be able to see a chat role. You can log into that chat role with your Facebook. Don't worry, it's not going to post anything on your Facebook whatsoever. Log in there and you'll be able to interact with us absolutely live during the presentation. So if you've got any comments, any questions about anything that we're talking about, let us know. And if there's something that you don't understand, for example, or you want clarifying, we'll be happy to delve into further detail for you. Now, please keep all of your comments relevant. Yeah, we don't want you jumping about and asking questions about things that we haven't discussed yet, because I think you'll find that pretty much anything that you want to ask will be covered at some point. So keep the questions relevant to what we're actually saying. And from time to time, we'll jump into the chat role tonight and we will answer those questions live, okay? Can you test it out right now for us, please? Log in, make sure you're logged in with your Facebook, and just tell us whereabouts you're from. Now, tonight we're focusing mostly on the UK, so I think pretty much everyone watching is going to be in the UK. So tell us which town you're from. If you're not from the UK, if you're more international, let us know which country you're from, and we'd like to just check out the chat and see exactly who we're dealing with and who's there, okay? Point number 2, are you watching us in HD? Now, we're streaming through YouTube, and YouTube has got this annoying habit of giving us the lowest bandwidth possible. So if you are seeing us and it's a little bit fuzzy, it's not quite clear, if you click on the screen, just about here where my mouse is, and you will be able to see a little gear symbol, a little cog that will just crop up around about this point here. And click on that, and if your internet is good enough, you will be able to change that and put it in HD. Yeah, as long as your internet is strong enough, you can watch us in HD. You can hear us in proper sound. Third point, take notes. Yeah, we're going to be dealing with quite a lot of information tonight. The last thing I want is for you to start listening here and going through step by step, and you get to the end of the presentation and you realize you've forgotten all of the first bits. If you are a novice to online marketing, which is what we do, if you haven't had a business online, there's a chance that you probably won't understand some of the terminology that we use. We will explain it throughout. We have based our training on the brand new person, yeah? So if you've got no experience, that's quite fine. Yeah, we're not going to scare you in any way. However, you really do need to take notes because it's essential that you take everything in. Now, the fourth point goes without saying, you need to focus. We're going to take about an hour or maybe just over an hour of your time. We're going to keep it quick. However, for you to really get the maximum amount of value and inspiration from what we're about to tell you, it's essential that you focus. So if you've got any distractions going on, now's the time to put your phone on silent, or in actual fact, put your phone away. Yeah, take it out of arm's length. Turn any TV off if there's any kids running around or any dogs barking or whatever, settle them down, take the next couple of minutes whilst we're just introducing this, make your environment hassle-free, and that way you can actually focus on what we're going to say for the next hour or so. Very important, when you stay until the end of the presentation, we are going to be giving you, each and every one of you, 3 free bonuses, okay? So you're going to be taking home 3 free bonuses tonight for each and every person who's participating, okay? Now, all of these bonuses are worth around £500, okay? So it's not to be sneezed at, and each and every one of you who stay until the end of this presentation tonight will be given these bonuses, and you'll hear a little bit more about them later on. The first one I'm going to be showing you in about 20 minutes, so I'll jump back out for that. You're also going to get a free exclusive look of our online sales system. This is the sales system that we've built literally over the last couple of years. We've tweaked it, we've changed it, we've done all the testing, all the trial and error stuff that most people have to deal with. We've done all of that. So we're going to be able to show you exactly what a fully functioning, successful system actually looks like, okay? So all of this is going to be brought out to you. Let me jump out of this screen share now. So you can see down below, obviously there's me, I'm Nate Wells. I am out in Southeast Asia at the moment. I'm in Saigon, Vietnam. It is 2:05 in the morning for me, so it is getting late. And I'm going to hand you over in a minute to Rai Roberts, who's my business partner I spoke about earlier. Now, he's over in Budapest, which is in Hungary, and he's a little bit closer to the UK time zone. And he's been in Budapest, I think, for the last month or so, and he'll be there for a little while until he decides to go and move somewhere else, which is an occupational hazard for the kind of business that we're in at the moment. So let me introduce Rai to you. He's my business partner. We've been working together now for getting on for a couple of years. When we first met, I was doing a few different things. Rai was a teacher, and you know, we both had this same vision. That was one of gaining ourselves a lifestyle that we could literally travel anywhere in the world, stay put for, you know, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, however long we wanted, but literally to be able to work hassle-free anywhere in the world from just our laptops and an internet connection. We both traveled quite a bit beforehand, but we were always stuck in jobs that tied us down, that were a hassle to get. We had to go through interviews every time we went to a new place, and the money that we got was never quite enough to move on to the next place or to really live life to a max. So we've got ourselves together, and Rai, in the last couple of years, obviously he's no longer a teacher. He's now full-time online, but not only that, he has now built up one of the biggest online marketing teams within the UK right now. He's an absolute powerful leader in our personal niche, and it's really a pleasure that we've got him on board tonight, and that he's going to come out and he's going to share exactly what it is that we have A, been up to, and B, what we can offer you. So without further ado, I'm going to present Rai. I'm going to jump back out in about 20 minutes. So I will see you then. Get stuck into that chat. Any questions, is there anything that you want to ask, any questions that you're not sure about something that he's saying, feel free, put it in the chat, and we will try to answer those to the best of our ability. So for now, over to you, Rai. Take it away, mate.
Thank you very much, Nate, for the introduction. Awesome. Yeah, I'm currently out here in Budapest. I've just put some finishing touches on tonight's presentation for you guys, and as Nate said, right, it's as interactive as you want this to be. So comment in the chat box below any kind of question. If you think it's too small, if you think it's too long, it's the perfect question, right? And we will answer as much as possible while we're going to be live. And I'll tell you a little bit about my backstory as we're going through, but I know you guys are here this evening because you want to know what it actually takes to start and build an online business, right? So we're going to jump straight in to a screen share right now over here. And this is what you're here to do, right? This is what you're here to see. And this is the ProjectQ1 Masterclass, the easiest and simplest solution to transition from an employee to an entrepreneur in 2017. So what you're going to learn tonight, there's going to be 3 main components to this masterclass, and that is skill number 1, how to profit from the hottest trends on the internet, even if you don't have a product to sell. Skill number 2, how to set up simple websites that pay you from £1,000 to £5,000 per month, even if you're not tech savvy. Nate's going to jump back out and show you how to build a website in less than 5 minutes. That's if he is up to the task. And skill number 3, I'm going to come back out and show you how to cut your learning curve by 90% and earn your first 4 figures online in month number 1. So by the end of month number 1, earning those first 4 figures. And we do have a bonus that we're going to show you. For you guys that are sticking around until the end, there's going to be an opportunity, and an opportunity to partner with 6-figure marketers, us guys, on our proven and profitable campaigns, right? We're completely transparent here. We are going to show you an offer at the end, something we have put together over the past 2 years. We've put our heads together and built out a course, a system, an automated system for every single person to jump on board with this evening. So when you stay until the end, we're going to show you a sneak peek of that as well, our back office and what now over 560 people are using on a day-to-day basis. So let's jump in. Let's see who we got with us this evening, actually. Let's have a look. We have someone from Lancashire. Hi, I can't read Chinese, unfortunately, so you have to let me know who you are. Hey, Paul, we've got Haley with us. We've got Dina from Birmingham, Rich from Durham. We've got Pamela. You can't see anything, you're on your mobile. Try refreshing the screen, okay? And then you will be able to hear and see us, hopefully. We got Haska. Are you in the UK right now? What part of the UK are you from? Hey, Danny. We've got Lewis with us from Norfolk. And we've got Sam. I'll call you Sam, no problem. So yeah, guys, ask any questions you have this evening. Let me move this over here and hop back in to presenting. So yeah, skill number 1, how to profit from the hottest trends on the internet, even if you don't have a product to sell. So wake up, guys, it is 2017, right? So let's have a look at online versus offline business. Nick, can you let me know if you can see my whole screen there? It's not coming up for me for some reason.
Yeah, I can see your screen, but you've only got the title of it. That's right, yeah?
Yeah, can you see the...
Oh, no, you're the square for some reason.
Okay, what I can do... Bear with me, guys, so you have a better viewer experience. I'll bring this over here, and I will share my other screen.
So not only are we professional online marketers, but we are not professional broadcasters, as you have noticed. Bear with us because the content is absolutely worth it. That's it. That's right, man.
Cool. Okay. Now you should be able to see.
Perfect. Perfect. That's it.
There we go. So wake up, guys. We've just woken up. Let's have a look at online business, right, versus offline business, and the comparison between both of them. Because right now, a lot of people are going to be watching this and wondering if they're going to be starting an online or offline business, right? So let's look at some facts and how big the market actually is. So online, you've got an international audience of 3.3 billion people. Whereas offline, you can reach locals only. You're very reliant on foot traffic coming into the doors. Online, open 24 hours a day. Right, I've never heard of the internet sleeping, versus an offline business like what we call a traditional, brick and mortar business is open 8, 10, maybe 12 hours a day. You've got online low startup costs and low risk, right? Compared to the higher startup costs of buying or renting a building and stocking it full of inventory before you even get going. Right, so you got approximate total investment online, an automated system, a sales funnel, which we're going to show you how to simply set up in just a few moments. That's going to cost you between £1,000 and £5,000 to set up. Product investment, anything from £0 to £8,000 to start off with, right? And a marketing budget from 50 to infinity. It really depends on how many of those 3.3 billion people you want to see your product or service. So let's have a look at the offline business. You got an approximate total investment of between 2 and 5 grand a month, you know, for the building rent, plus you're paying for your staff to be there, paying for their toilet breaks, paying for their lunch breaks and holidays, right? You got the physical supplies, the liabilities, the insurance of running somewhere like that, all the electricity as well, and all the other liabilities you got that comes to running the shop. So if you want to set up a Subway in the UK right now, it's going to cost you up to £250,000, and a McDonald's up to £500,000. Here are the references. You can go and have a look at these if you're interested in starting a franchise. And that's just for the name, by the way. That's just to use the Subway or McDonald's name. So online business, as you can see from that, it's much more profitable, a lot easier to get started on your feet with an online business. So let's have a look at the 3 components of a profitable online business, right? So you need a high ticket product or service. That can be, you know, any kind of physical product that you can make a commission on, or a actual service, right? That's something you can't see. Maybe it's, you know, going to a dentist, a private doctor's surgery or something like that, or a training course, for example. And you need a high converting sales system, also known as a sales funnel, right? And traffic. These are the 3 things, right, guys? Let's break it right down. The 3 things you need. Okay, something people actually want to buy, a way to show people that they want to buy it, and the people at the top. Yeah, traffic. This isn't traffic if you've never heard this term before, and to you it's people driving outside of your house, right, driving on the road. This is people that are actually on the internet right now that are interested in products and services, and the high quality sales system or sales funnel. Number 2 there in the middle is showing people the product or service you have on offer. Now, does that make sense? Let me know in the chat box if you want me to break this down even further. If not, I will move on, as Nate does a really good job of creating a sales system in just a few moments. So you want to put these people right at the top of your sales funnel, and some of them are going to come out at the bottom and they want to buy your products and services, which obviously means you get paid, right? So did you know 9 out of 10 times a purchase is made online, somebody gets paid a commission? Somebody gets paid a commission. This normally happens behind the scenes, and as a customer, you don't even know this is happening. I had no idea this was going on. Before I started my online business, if you've ever bought anything on Amazon, on eBay, or any other site, right, someone somewhere is making a cut. But who are these somebodies? Who are these ninjas, right? They are what's called affiliates. So what if you knew how to get the right offer in front of the right people, and instead of someone else earning that commission, it was simply you, right? It was you. You knew how to do that. Yeah, people are out there are happy. These companies and corporations are happy to pay you to sell their products. They're happy to give you a cut. You know, you got physical products like clothing brands, supplements, coffee machines, for example, right? You got all these kind of these are more low ticket, right? You can make a little bit of commission on these. A coffee machine, if it's costing up to £5,000, you know, if you're making 20%, you're making £1,000. That's a little bit more serious. That's high ticket, right? So, you know, Amazon will pay you to do this, eBay, and now these traditional offline companies have also transitioned online and are using the same principles, right? Affiliate marketing. Best Buy affiliates, you've got Target affiliates, and everyone's heard of Walmart. Yeah, these people are happy to pay you to sell their products. So how do you do it? People are like, how the hell do I start? You're right. Well, simply go to amazon.co.uk, scroll down to the bottom, click become an affiliate, and you can become an affiliate just like that. You can pick, you know, any kind of product and earn up to 10% of the product value. So for argument's sake now, say you go out and you become an affiliate today, and you want to sell a laptop. It costs £1,000. You can earn 10% commission. So what's that? Quick math, £100. Not hard, right? So you can make £100. And imagine if you knew how to show that laptop to someone you know wants to buy that laptop. That is the traffic. That's the traffic part, right? You're showing that person. So imagine if you can sell 2 of those laptops each day. How would that change your life? Is this starting to make a little bit of sense now? You know, there's 3.3 billion people online surfing the internet, right? That are actively looking to buy products and services. We all are all the time, right? So how would that change your life? Selling 2 laptops at £100 commission, 200 quid a day. What would that do for you? Let us know in the chat box, guys. So this is something similar. This is what a traditional affiliate is. You know, you can earn up to 10% here. You can earn 8%. You can see here with Target affiliates and Best Buy affiliates. But we're going to show you the companies we are working with and how they pay upwards of 50%, right? We don't mess around really with these low ticket items. So most people think before they start online, I need to create my own product, right? There's tons of product. There's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of products out there already that you can just jump in and sell. Yeah, because I thought so too. I thought, you know, I'm going to have to lock myself in the room, come up with some product and then have a way to sell it. No, the products and services that have had all the market research done, you know, these products sell. All you have to do is go out and sell them. Right, so let's share a little bit of stories first, and then we're going to move on to something really cool after where Nate's going to show you exactly how to build one of these sales funnels, right, in a couple of simple steps. So let me bring Google Hangouts back, stop my screen share. Cool, you there, Nate? So let me tell you a little bit about Nate and his business that he had before that market crash back in 2008. Nate had a successful eBay business, right? He'll tell you how much he was making, a serious amount of money at that time per month. But his business was very hands-on. Although it was online, shipping products and inventory, right? He was boxing things up, tagging them, taping them, dealing with all the customer service. And he's going to show you how we don't deal with any of that. What we've made possible is selling these products and services, right? And we don't get our hands dirty at all. Yeah, we just sit back, put them in touch with each other. And Nate's going to show you and explain to you exactly how we can do that to live the life of freedom that we have today, and the life of freedom that hundreds of others within our community have either created or creating for themselves as we speak on this presentation this evening. Right, Nate? So over to you.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, as Rai was saying, I had an online business years ago, right back in the infancy of eBay. And whilst I was making really good money and I was happy with the money that I was making, I was working my ass off for it. It was really, really tough. I was not only having to go around Asia and source the products myself from factories, I was having to do the deal. I'd have to pay cash up front for all the products that I got. Then I'd have to put them through quality control. I'd have to ship them. I'd have to wait for them to actually arrive in Europe, which was 6 to 8 weeks sometimes of my money floating across the sea. Yeah, you can't sell anything until it actually lands. Eventually, it would get to the UK. I'd land it. I'd pay tax on it. I'd then have to store it in a warehouse or a house somewhere. In actual fact, I had a 5-bedroom house where 4 bedrooms were stacked, floor to ceiling with stock. Then came the sales process. So I was actually selling the things on eBay. That was the online bit. That was the easy bit. So the sales went through, and then as soon as the sale came through, I would then have to find that product physically, put it into a shipping bag, slap a label on it, take it to the post office, and even then it wasn't over because there would be obviously refunds and returns involved. People would always buy the wrong colors, or they weren't happy with something or other. So they'd be sending it back, and I'd have to give them a replacement or give them a refund. It was a headache, okay? So yes, I was making good money. Yes, I was working online, but actually 95% of my business wasn't online. 95% of my business was hands-on work. I had zero freedom, and I certainly wasn't able to travel around. So what we do now is very, very different. What we do now is called affiliate marketing. And this is something that, unless you've done it before, you might not even know how it works. What we do is we find companies. So we've got a company who's already got a product. So they make the product. They've already done their market research. They put the product, they ship it around the world for you. They've got it in warehouses. They deal with the customers, okay? So they take the money from the customers. They deal with the shipping. They deal with all the after-sales service. They deal with everything. So you might be asking me, if they do everything already, what do we do? Now, these companies, they've already got their own websites. They already sell their own products. But who doesn't want to sell more products, right? So if we can come in and we can send more customers over to these companies, they're going to sell more products. Now, they are always going to be happy to give us a cut of those sales, right? So what we do is we set up our system, our simple websites that I'm going to show you in a minute, and we set them up and in order to send more traffic, more customers to these companies. Now, when we send these companies, we match them together. So we send the customer to the company, they come together, they do the deal, they deal with the payment, they deal with the shipping, they deal with all the after-sales service. And because the company knows who we are, they give us a cut of the sales, the ticket, the price, okay? So we are able to work with companies. Now, a lot of companies on websites such as Amazon and things that what Rai was showing you, they'll give you 10%. They're happy to give you 10%. But we are able to find, using our skill, knowledge, experience, companies that are paying 20, 30, 40, 50, sometimes even more than 50%, yeah, which is huge. Now, not only that, but we're able to work with what we call high ticket items. Now, these are items that cost over £1,000. Do the maths. If you've got an item that's worth £1,000 and we're getting 50% commission from that, that means we're able to make in excess of 500 quid every time we make a single sale. Therefore, you don't actually have to make that many sales in order to make some serious cash. Is this starting to make sense? Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to jump into a screen share, and I'm going to show you exactly why this is what you want to be doing. So why is this good for you? Let me just make that big screen. See, that's come through. Perfect. So why is it good for you? It's good for you because it creates your success faster, because you don't have to do all of the market research. You don't have to develop your product. You don't have to test it. You don't have to deal with logistics, any shipping or any of that. The companies do all of that for you, okay? They've got everything set up. Their entire infrastructure is there. There is no customer support. You don't have to deal with the customer. The customer deals directly with the company, yeah? So that means there's no bookkeeping, there's no headaches. You've got to maintain your present work or business. So you've already got a job, I assume. I know I certainly had a job when I first started out, and you're basically able to do this part-time or whenever you have some free time, or in the weekends or after work in the evening. Therefore, what you gain immediately is called a supplemental income. That means that you're getting income from your online business on top of your regular job. Now, what happens to most people is after 3, 4, 5, 6 months, you suddenly start to make more money online than you work offline. And in that case, most people simply jack in their offline job, their normal day job, and then they focus 100% online, at which point their online income can skyrocket. Okay. Not only that, but you can enjoy the luxury of being your own boss and working pretty much anywhere, whenever you want. As long as you've got a laptop and a Wi-Fi connection or 4G, you can work from anywhere in the world. You can be literally sat up on top of a tree somewhere in Africa. As long as you've got a 4G connection, you can do your work there. I was out with Rai earlier this year. We were on this tiny little island in Thailand. And, you know, despite being far away from the mainland, this island had perfect 4G. We were able to go lives, and we were able to run our businesses whilst being on this amazing little island. So the freedom that we have is absolutely huge. So you understand all of this, you understand where we get our products or how we use companies who already have products. But the next step is, how do you get people to buy it? And that's what I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you how to set up simple websites that will pay you £1,000 to £5,000 a month, even if you're not tech savvy, even if you've got no or little to no experience online. Okay? So most people think that they need a fancy website to make money online. This is a bit of a myth, but just run with me. If you want a fancy website, you're going to have to find a web developer. You're going to have to call this guy, and you're going to get charged £1,000 to £20,000. Yes, websites are not cheap to build. You're going to have to guess whether or not it makes money. Yeah, until you've actually put a website live, until you put traffic through it, you have no idea whether it's going to work or not. You're going to have to wait for weeks, if not months, for this guy to actually do his job and to give you the finished product. You will have no control whatsoever over your site. Every time you want to tweak it, you want to change it, you want to update something, you're going to have to give this guy a call. You're going to have to wait for him to do his work, and you're going to get his bill afterwards. So what happens if you do it this way and it doesn't work? You just wasted thousands of pounds and weeks of waiting. You're going to have to start all over again. At this point, most people simply give up. Okay? So I've just told you about the slick spend a load of money method. So tell me, would you rather spend a ton of money and look super slick and have to call in the web developer and spend thousands of pounds? Or how about keeping things simple, making money, but spending a whole lot less? Now, I will go for option B every single day of the week. I do not want to be spending money until I know that my website is working, okay? Right, here is a demo. You probably know this company. You might not have seen the website, but it's Starbucks. Check it out. It is a sexy website. So you've got a ton of buttons here, loads of drop downs. You've got a search function. All of these different panes are clickable. You've got drinks are clickable. You can find out all kinds of stuff about the drinks. It's a sexy website. They spent a lot of time and a lot of money building this website. Now that's cool. They're Starbucks. They're making billions of dollars, okay? I don't want to be spending a huge amount of money on a website like that. I would rather have something that looks like this. It is simple, yes, but it is very, very effective, and I am going to show you how. I call it a $1 million website template simply because there are thousands of companies around the world making millions of dollars on a daily basis by using this exact template that I'm going to show you. So if you haven't been taking notes so far, now is definitely the time to take out that pen and paper. So this is how it works, guys. Pay attention. You have an ad on Facebook, all right, or Instagram or YouTube, any kind of social media. You put your ad there. It comes in front of people whilst they are using their smartphones. And this is called a call to action. Now on the ad, there will be a button or a link to sign up. When people click on that button or click on that link, they're going to go to the landing page, which is page number 1. Write this down. Page number 1, landing page. On the landing page, we don't try to sell anything, okay? At this point, we give people a big promise. Usually, we give them something for free, which is relevant to the ad that they've just clicked on and the product that we are selling. So the promise here, if you're a restaurant, you might give away a free dessert voucher, yeah? You might give away some discount coupon. You might give away something educational. You might invite people to a live webinar or masterclass like you've got now. You might give people a free video. You might give them some free music. You might give them a free PDF to download. Yeah, there's lots of things that you can give people, but as long as it's got to be relevant and it's got to be something that people are interested in. So we give people a big promise. We always deliver on our promises, by the way. We don't ever try to do anything dodgy, ever pull the wool over anyone's eyes. We give them a promise and we live up to that promise. So how do they get that promise? They need to put in their name and they put in their email address. They're going to click on this button and it's going to send them straight over to page number 2. Page number 2 is the thank you page. Write that down. On page number 2, we are going to give away the headline. This is what we are actually going to sell. We're going to tell people what it is we want them to buy. We're going to give them a YouTube video, which is going to show them exactly what it is. It's going to educate them on the value of the product that we're selling, and we're going to give them a buy now button, which is going to be linked directly to the company that is selling these products. Now the company, because they've just clicked on our button, they're going to know that they came from us. Okay, now unfortunately, most people, they only come this far. They get to the buy now button, they say, yeah, this is cool, but hey, I'm not ready to get my credit card out, I'm not ready to buy something. And I mean, I'm pretty much the same, and I'm guessing that most people who are watching us tonight are the same as well. You're not ready just to get your credit card out immediately. So what do we do at this point? We've got your name, we've got their email address, and we start sending our customers emails. Now these emails are sent out by an autoresponder. It's done automatically, and these emails will be sent out to give further information, further incentive, to educate further about the products that we're selling. And generally speaking, people need to receive between 5 and 12 points of contact, that's 5 to 12 emails, before they are convinced that this offer is for them. At which point they click on the link in the email, which takes them straight back to the thank you page. And at which point they've already got their credit card out, they're waiting to buy it. They click on the buy now button and we get paid, okay? Does that make sense? If it makes sense, say yes. If it doesn't make sense, tell me what you didn't understand. Put it in the comments box and we'll try to address that question, okay? Let me move on. So, who wants to see me build a website in under 5 minutes? I'm going to try my hardest to do it. Not only am I going to build a website in less than 5 minutes, I'm going to give it to you. Remember those bonuses we were talking about? This is the first one. I'm going to give it to you for free afterwards. Now, this is not just an exact copy of the website that I'm going to build. This is an exact version of this website that you can customize. It's a real website. It's live. You can customize it. You can sell pretty much anything using this website. So we're going to give it a copy of this to each and every one of you at the end of this masterclass, absolutely free. Okay, but first I'm going to build it. Okay, so let me get out of that. Let me jump into an app called ClickFunnels, and I'm going to give you a bit of a backstory before I start this. Now, I'm going to give you a demonstration. This is a purely demonstrative exercise here. All right, this is not something that we actually sell, but I am going to do a demo based on a coffee machine. All right, so this is a coffee machine that can be bought online. And in order to sell that coffee machine, I'm going to give people, you know, those little plastic capsules that you get with your coffee machine to put in your coffee machine, called K-cups or whatever. So those little capsules, we're going to give a free voucher that has been provided by the manufacturer of the coffee machine for these exact purposes. We're going to be giving out these vouchers to anybody who wants them. Now, obviously, when they get a free voucher, they can go to the supermarket, they can cash it in, they can get 12 of these capsules, but the capsules only work in this machine. So it's a really good way of selling the machine afterwards, okay? So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be giving away capsules, and then I'm going to be selling the machine. Now, I am going to try to build this website. It's a 2-page website in under 5 minutes. Now, if you've got a stopwatch, if you've got a timer, something on your phone that you can time me with, please feel free to time me and feel free to let me know exactly how fast I've done this in at the end of this demonstration. As soon as I click on this button, this green button here, we're ready to go. So if you've got your stopwatches out, ready, 3, 2, 1, and go. So ClickFunnels is now already creating this page. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is jump in here, edit the page, and you'll see a template that's going to come up. And this template is my job now to change stuff around on it, basically. So I'm going to edit this logo. And instead of actually having a logo this time, I'm going to put the exact product that I want to sell. So here's the coffee machine. Let's get that. Takes a couple of seconds. Here you go. Now remember, I don't want to sell this coffee machine at this point, right? What do I want to do? I want to give people these 12 free cups of coffee. So, right, so get 12 cups of coffee free. I'm not the fastest typer, but so how do they get this coffee free? They're going to have to sign up, right? So sign up for free coupon now. All right. How do they sign up? They put in their name here, they put their email address in, and they click on this button that's going to say send my free coupon. Let me change that. All right, good, yeah. All I got to do now is get the background sorted out, because this background is not very congruent with what we're doing. And here we go. What better than a nice cappuccino? So I'm going to save that. That's the first page done. Pretty quick, right? And get out of there and go straight on to the second page. So click now on the thank you page. Now you might be thinking, yeah, that was really easy, you used the template and all. So here I'm going to use a blank template for the thank you page. And ClickFunnels is building this right now. I'm going to jump straight in, edit that page. So people have just signed up, they've just given me their name and their email address. I promised them free coffee. The first thing they're going to want is, where is my coupon? So I'm going to tell them, check your email for free coupon. Okay, so that's enough free stuff. What do I want to do now? I want to sell products because I want to make some money, right? So I tell them to get your machine today. All right, how are they going to know about the machine? They're going to know about the machine because they're going to watch a YouTube video. So I go onto YouTube, I find a video that the manufacturer has already made for us, go back into ClickFunnels, click on here. This is really so easy. You don't have to know anything about code or anything about HTML. It's just a question of dropping the right links in here. Let's put the autoplay on. I just want to make this a bit smaller, 3/4 width, that's fine. How are they going to actually buy it? They need a button, right? So here's a button. Let's put that button in there. Obviously, it's not going to say click to sign up. What we want to do is we want to tell them to order, right? So order yours right now, okay? Let me change the color. I don't like that blue. Let's change it to like kind of more coffee color. That's great. This white stuff here, I don't like it. Let's get rid of that background. Put a background just like we did with the other one, yeah? Okay, that's good. Now, all of this white here has to go. Let's get rid of that and make it transparent. Perfect. I do want a little bit of a background, so let's put that one in here and make this one white. Yeah, but more transparent. I don't want it to be solid. Let's also make that a bit smaller whilst we're here. Much better. Okay, let's get out. This text here, I want to change it. We can literally have any font we want, anything from Google. I'm going to choose one that I know that I like. If I can find it here. Where is it? There we go. So have that one. Let's make this a bit bigger. Let's change this color. Pretty good, right? Now, this button here, why would we have one button when we can have two? Move that up here, and I'm going to click save. That is it. Stop your stopwatches right now. So this page, or this whole website, in fact, has already not only been built, but ClickFunnels does something that's really, really cool. And they actually make it live. They host it for us, and it's instantly live. I'm going to show you that right now. Here is the URL of the website. I'm going to click out, and it is going to show me this website here. There you go. Get 12 cups of coffee free. Put in my name, email address, click on there, send me that coupon. It's going to go straight over to the next page. Get your machine today. And here's the YouTube video. It's got sound on it. It's a cool video done by the manufacturer. People are going to listen to that, and guess what? They're going to start buying your product, right? Let's get rid of that. Jump straight back into the presentation. So yeah, the last slide I've got for you, you might be thinking that that is really cool, but I have no idea how to do all of that stuff. Fair enough. I took a while to learn all of that. I've been practicing quite a bit. I've built a hell of a lot of websites in the last year or so. And we don't expect you to know all of this from day one. So what we're going to do for you tonight, and what Rise specifically is going to show you, is exactly what we here, Project Q1, can do for you. How we can avoid all of this steep learning curve that you really need to go to get a business up and running. Because ideally what you want is you want to be jumping into your business and you want to be making money. I mean, not from day one, but from week one, from month one, definitely. Yeah. So you want to have your business up and running. You want to be generating an income, and you want to be earning money as you're learning. Okay. Earn whilst you learn. So, Ryan, do you want to jump back in there? How long did it take me to build that website?
It took you, I had 4 minutes, 38 seconds, but Pamela, who's watching, she actually got 4 minutes, 36. So
I'll go with Pamela.
If you do an average, 4:37, which is not bad. Yeah. What time is it over in Southeast Asia?
It's not bad for 2:45 in the morning, which is definitely bedtime. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll definitely go with Pamela's time rather than yours, right? And I'm going to hand it over to you, and you can take over for the rest of the presentation because it is getting really late out here. Do we have any questions? Is everyone happy with what we're doing so far?
Everyone seems pretty happy.
Brilliant.
We got no questions, and guys, you know, usually thanks a lot for that, Nate. You can check off now. And wait till it's bedtime over there, and we take full control from here. So
okay. Yeah, I'll hand it over to you, mate. Everybody enjoy the rest of the presentation with Ryan.
Cheers, mate. So Nate's just showing you how to create a website in under 5 minutes. Yes, you know, Nate has made, at this point, hundreds of different websites, and he's experienced in it, right? So for the newest person coming in, if you had to do that, if it was something you had to do, it would probably take you a few hours of clicking around and trying to find everything and how to do it right. But that is what you would usually need to learn to get up and running. Yeah, we're breaking this down into 3 simple implementable steps for you guys. We're going to show you how to cut that learning curve by 90%. So how all that part is done on your behalf. It's all created for you, so you don't have to learn that. Yeah, and that is our system, our ProjectQ1 system that we've set up and run and is automating. And you're going to hear there's going to be a bunch more people coming down on the panel shortly. And these guys have been with us for a various amount of time. Some of them just 1 or 2 months, a few more 6 months, and you know, a couple of people have been with us now between 8 months and 1 year, right? And they're going to tell you their journey with us so far, the time, location, and financial freedom they've been able to generate. Some people who have been with us just a couple of months and been able to, you know, get that extra £1,000 or £2,000 per month on top of their income, and are on their way to quitting their jobs using the system I'm about to show you guys right now. And of course, when you do stay until the end, we've got those extra bonuses for you and a free 100% exclusive inside look of our system. So let me jump back into a screen share and carry on with skill number 3. Let's see, ProjectQ1 Masterclass, here we go. Skill number 3, down here. Presents. Yeah, so we're going to show you now how to cut your learning curve by 90% and earn your first 4 figures online in month number 1. That is our goal here at ProjectQ1. Okay, we're not telling you you're going to, overnight, you're going to jump on board, click a few buttons, and you're going to be earning 10 grand a month. Yeah, after 6 months, yeah, fair enough. But in your first month, getting that first 4 figures is what absolutely every single person can achieve. So if that sounds good to you guys, let us know in the chat box. And what you need, right, to get started online, you know, this is what we use, right? You need ClickFunnels. That's a software Nate's just been working with. That's over £2,600 per year. You're going to need to know how to use Facebook advertising. Facebook right now, guys, is the most powerful and profitable place to advertise online, right? And to actually have a training to do that, you'll be looking to find anything for under £750, right? You're going to need to have Aweber or some form of automated emails to send on your behalf, depending how many people are on your email list, depends how much it costs. So for me, for example, it costs me over £2,000 per year to send emails, right? You need Webinar Jam, that's to host webinars. similar to the one you're watching right now. That can cost over £500 per year. And to put all these softwares together, you need to use ClickMagick. ClickMagick makes sure by the time you've used all these softwares and they get your products and services together, they make sure you're making money, right? So you've got to see if you're making money to make money. Does that make sense? That's what ClickMagick does, guys. It works out everything on the back end. So usually you would need to know all of this. So per year, you're looking at over £6,700, right? I'm not saying that to scare you or to put you off, but that is what you need to learn. These are the skills you usually need to learn, all right? And also you normally need to know all of this stuff. This is what we've been doing over the past couple of years and have included in our Automate system. You need to know how to find profitable offers using a high converting sales system or sales funnel, similar to the one Nate's just shown you, right? How to create those capture pages and thank you pages that Nate just made in less than 5 minutes, 4 minutes 36. Yeah, how to email marketing and those autoresponders to your potential customers. These aren't just simple emails we send out. You will be sending out to people, right? It's not just, hey mate, come and have a look at this coffee machine. It's really good. You probably want to buy it. It's a couple of grand, but the coffee tastes really good, right? These are specifically structured to help the user understand the products and services you're selling, right? And of course, you'll need to know Facebook and Google Ads paid training. You will have to usually film, add videos yourself, split test and optimize those adverts. If you have no idea what those words mean right now, I had no idea. Seriously, guys, 2 years ago, I didn't know what split testing was. Yeah, so you don't have to know what all this means right now. So breathe. Social media marketing. Host live webinars. You would have to become a presenter overnight. Do your consultative sales calls to make sure your customer fits the product or services you're actually selling. And of course, track all that data together to make sure you are actually making money. And as you can tell by this overly sad emoji, starting out, this isn't the most fun thing. To learn all of this, to scratch your head together, you know, it's not fun. And once you are up and running, yeah, you have an automated system working for you and all this is in place. Yeah, it's extremely fun. And trust me, guys, it's very, very profitable and rewarding. So moving on, what if 90% of this process was automated for you? You are handed a high converting offer, proven to get results. Your capture pages and thank you pages were built for you on your behalf. The email autoresponder and the emails were written for you, building that relationship with the customer. That was all done for you. Your sales presentations and webinars were done for you. Your high ticket sales calls were done for you, but you make every single penny of the commission, right? Your calls are closed on your behalf. And all you had to do, all you're gonna have to do is follow our over-the-shoulder, click-by-click training on the remaining 10%, which is the sending traffic. How about that? Well, that is the ProjectQ1 automated business. Okay, that is what we've put together for you guys. You know, the only part left is sending that high quality traffic, these people here, through the automated high converting sales system. Running on automation 24 hours a day, selling those products and services that are extremely profitable. They have high commissions, there's positive residual income, and you're leveraging every single one of those sales. Yeah, which obviously results in you getting paid. That's the main part of having an online business, right? And the high quality traffic on the top left there, That is the only part. You have to do that 10%. And we're going to show you at the end of this presentation the simple step-by-step, click-by-click training we have in place now with over 560 people utilizing, right? So the proof is in the chocolate pudding on the right-hand side there, okay? You are on this masterclass right now, watching this. That's proof that systems similar to this actually work, right? You saw an advert, you opted in, you give us your name and email. You've been getting names and been getting emails from myself or Nate or Rich or some of the other leaders here at Project Q1, and now you're learning about an online opportunity. Yeah, the only question is, right, we've shown you all this evening. If we show you exactly how to do all of it, are you actually going to do that 10% that's left? We're doing the heavy work. We're doing the 90%. Are you actually going to show up and do it? Because that's the thing, guys. You are the only variable in this. You are the only variable. And there's going to be some people coming out on the panel in just a bit. As we said, they've been with us at Project Q1 for various amounts of time, and you can hear their stories. You know, you'll be able to relate to them, as you can probably relate to myself and relate to Nate, right? And our stories. And it all starts with having a reason to want an online business. So while I'm going to be doing the rest of this presentation, I want you to think why you actually want this. Yeah, and a few of our students are going to come out and tell you their reasons for starting and the success they've been able to generate over the past few months. And the work, okay? This is the work side, that 10%, right? This is the easy part. So here is my business partner, Rob, over in the US. And this is similar to a Facebook page, but it's just a little bit different. It's called a fan page. On a fan page, you are able to advertise. Okay, so Rob will put up some adverts, you know, and people will come through to his capture page. They will see some videos of the offer he's promoting at that time, you know, and they're going to see then that the product or service he's actually offering. And then some people are going to want to join. Some people are going to want to take up Rob up on the offer, and that's when you get paid, right? And that's what I'm going to show you how to do. How you're going to create this is the easy part. Yeah, I'm going to jump into that in just a few moments' time. So guys, any questions you do have, don't forget to pop them in the chat there. It doesn't post anything on your Facebook. Let us know if you do have any questions, because now is your chance to ask them, right? So let me ask you a question. Are you actually enjoying the masterclass so far? If you are, let us know. That is brilliant. Are you enjoying the information we're giving you this evening? Are you not enjoying the information we're giving you this evening? If so, tell us why. We want to know either way, right? And by now you're probably wondering, Ryan, how do I actually make money with Project Q1? Yeah, how do I actually start and earn that first bit of commission, and I can actually say I have an online business? Yeah, well, you're minutes away from a 100% free, exclusive inside look of our online sales system. Yeah, this is exciting stuff. We're going to show you in just a bit, a sneak peek, and you've been given one of the free gifts already, that fully customizable website that Nate had made for you, and you got 2 other bonuses. So building an income with Project Q1 and promoting the best selling high ticket products and services. We don't faff around with, you know, things that maybe sell a little bit or some people are interested in. We only use the best, right? That can earn us from £300 to £4,000 commission per sale, right? They're the kind of companies we work with. They're over 40 years old, established global companies with products that people actually want and need in their lives, with a lucrative and patented compensation plan that can replace your 9-to-5 income with between 1 and 3 sales per month, right? Just 1 and 3 sales per month, with potential to earn a lifetime residual income with these companies. There is no sign-up fee, no monthly qualifications or renewal fees, no stocking and shipping inventory, as Nate used to have to do with his eBay business, right? We keep our hands clean. We never touch the stock. And there's many ways to earn an income, and it pays daily. These companies pay daily. So now imagine, right, all of these softwares put together, you know, we cover that on the back end, and we run the high converting sales funnel that's running on automation. So our customers, you know, our Project Q1 members of our community get paid. Yeah, that is the automated system, the highly profitable sales system, right? And all you have to do is send that high quality traffic. How? Well, that's what we have in our members area. In our back office, we have a step-by-step, click-by-click training that we're going to show you a sneak peek of in just a few moments. That's our training academy, right? Where we educate you, we mentor you, and train you to drive that traffic, do that remaining 10%. So that's a Project Q1 Training Academy and automated system. But by now, you're probably wondering, cool, so you've set all this up. How much is this going to cost me? Right? How much is it going to cost me? I can see a couple of comments in the chats. Some stuff I've already seen, but it's good to see a refresh. Pamela, yeah, it's me. You've maybe seen some of this stuff before in one of our former masterclasses. But yeah, refresh that memory. And if you've got any other questions, you know, fire them away. So how much? Let's first have a look at what you're actually going to get. Right, you've got the Project Q1 Training Academy. That's just shy of £2,500 worth of value there. Our automated system running for you 24 hours a day. Yeah, that's cost tens of thousands of pounds, split testing and optimizing. Now we have what actually works. Yeah, that is valued at £5,000. You have the global Facebook community, our private group that you will be getting any questions answered at any time of day. Yeah, that's valued at just shy of £1,000 there. Our weekly team mastermind calls. We have mastermind calls each and every week. If you don't know what a mastermind call is, well, it's simply where people who have generated the success you desire already are providing value over a call and teaching things you can implement in your business right away. Any questions you have about that 10%, the actual training, you jump on the mastermind that's scheduled. You know, you type in your question and it's answered by a multi-six-figure earner, right? That's valued at over £500 per week. And we get these values from the members of our community and we ask them, how much do you think this is valued at? Not the cost, but the value behind it. So you got a total value there of just shy of £9,000. But of course, guys, we do have those bonuses. Bonus number one, every recording of all our past mastermind calls, we have over 100 hours of pure gold, right? And these are recordings of videos that any questions anyone's had since the beginning of Project Q1. Yeah, we have every single one of them on recording, and we give these out for the first 20 people who do join with us tonight. The first 20 serious people who take action, who actually want to start an online business and want to know a little bit more. In your free time, you can watch some of these recordings, right? And bonus number two, the latest tips and tricks from the pros. And that's all updated course modules, lessons, the mentorship, the tools and trainings to ensure your online business is a success, right? That's valued at around £1,000. To constantly having these updates. You know, we live in an online world. Things chop and change every single day. So we stay on top of our game. We make sure we are the best of the best and we're using the best of the best. Right, so this bonus is for the first 10 people that do join with us this evening. If you're watching a replay right now, do send us a message and we can sort something out for you, of course. So let's add all of this up again, including the bonuses. You have the Project Q1 Training Academy. You can see what it's valued at there, £2,497. The automated system, a system that is working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year, even on a leap year, it's working, right? Valued at £5,000 there. The global Facebook community. The Facebook community is like having a Google or a YouTube, but for things you actually want to know. Instead of sifting through pages and pages and pages, You pop your question in there, usually within 10 minutes, even less, right? You're going to have someone who has had the same question before answer you immediately. That's the kind of support network, you know, I wanted when I first got up and running online. And that's what we've created here with Project Q1. You got the weekly team mastermind calls. You know, they are valued at £500 per week to have, you know, multi-six-figure earners coming on and providing value each and every week on Sundays. This time next week, you guys watching this right now will be on with us. Yeah, any questions you've had through the setting up process, come on, ask them, we'll address them. You become profitable. Bam, bam, bam. It's as simple as that. You're going to have bonus number 1, every single mastermind recording from the start, beginning of time. Bonus number 2, the latest tips and tricks from the pros, right? So you got a total value there of just shy of £12,000. That's the value. Yeah, so let's have a look now. And let's see what one high ticket sale is worth to you. One sale, right? What would just one high ticket sale do for you? £1,000. Let's work off this. So you've been with us for a while, maybe a month or so. That's the benchmark of jumping on board. You know, we want you in your first £1,000 in month number 1. What would that be worth per week? You've been with us for a couple of months. You're finding out the system, right? And these are the kind of commissions you can make at the start with the companies we're working with. What would £1,000 extra per week do for you? And you know, once you've figured it out, you've been up and running for like a year or so, yeah, how would that affect you per day? £1,000 per day. As we said, the companies we work with pay daily. So let's have a look. Further down the line, you are able to earn £3,000 per commission, per high ticket sale. Okay? So what would that do for you per month? £3,000 commission check per month do for you. And same again, guys, per week. Once you've figured out you've been working with us, what would that change for you per week? I'm sure by now your mind's starting to really, you know, kind of expand to see what's possible. Because when I first started online, when someone told me, you know, Ryan, you can earn commissions like this per week or per day, once you stick around and you actually follow a click-by-click, step-by-step training, you know, there's a methodology to it. There's 3.3 billion people online that are constantly looking for products. When you can show them that, and when you surround yourself with a community of people actually making that kind of money, you kind of realize, wow, you know, what was I doing trading my time for money, like, per hour, right? So you've been around for a while. Imagine what that could do per day. You know, that's 3K per day, which is available when you're working with the products and services we are working with here. So guys, if you earn, you know, £3,000 from just one high ticket product sale, just one high ticket product sale, would it make sense to pay me just £3,000 one time to set the system up with you? Would that make sense? You know, we're sitting down, I get my card machine out, you got your credit card there. I said, hey, listen, I'll give you the complete blueprint to this. I'll show you how to do it. You can be part of the community, plug in straight away. I'm in my shirt and tie, so are you, you know, and I say, you give me £3,000. Would that be a good deal? Business to business, business person to business person. Would that be a good deal for you? Then every sale past sale number 1, past sale number 1 is just pure profit. Would that make sense? Think about that for a second, right? If you set up a McDonald's franchise right now, you're paying £500,000 to use that M, okay? That's just the M. That's not the building or anything else, or stocking it and staffing it and making sure it's in a good location, which is going to cost you millions. How long is it going to take you to get back those millions of pounds? Or setting up a shop in a street, right? You're paying that monthly rental. You've stocked the shop. How long is it going to take you to start making a profit? Yeah, when you're working online, guys, like we said, there's low risk. It's low risk starting up. So past sale number one, and you're into pure profit. That's how you can see people, you know, in the course of a month being like, cool, I invested and now I'm making money straight away. Yeah, it happens quickly online. So you can see why it's a good deal right there at $3 grand, right? But you're probably thinking, Ryan, I would pay that, but $3 grand right now, you know, most people watching this have got, you know, they're in a usual 9 to 5 job, as I was, as a teacher. It would take me at least 3 months or 4 months to be able to save up that kind of money. And we understand that. We understand that, right? So if you go right now to ProjectQ1.com, you can see on there, it's on for £797. That's to the general public. That's to someone that just happens to come across us. You know, they're like, oh, what's this online business thing? And yeah, maybe I'll give it a go. Maybe I can give this a try. But because you guys are here with us tonight, you're watching live, and you already know the basics, right? There's what, 35 people watching with us right now that's serious about starting an online business. You guys are the serious people. Yeah, most people have an idea. They're like, oh, like it's a kind of fantasy idea. Like, oh, an online business would be nice. I can do this, that, and the other. Well, you the guys watching this right now, you've already learned the basics. We've shown you the 3 components you need to set up a business, right? You're a lot more knowledgeable than about 95% of the people out there that are trying to find this out on their own. They think they have to be Superman or Batwoman and find everything out on their own. Yeah, that's why we've put together our training and our system for the newest person coming in. And that is why right now we have it as a one-time offer of £79. £79. This is a limited time only. Okay, it's not like a monthly subscription or a weekly subscription. This is a one-time offer. £79. So you're going to get the automated system, the training academy, the Facebook group, the weekly mastermind calls, the mastermind replays, those tips and tricks, right? And we're going to have one more bonus for you that I'm going to show you in just a short while. And that is jumping on a call with a 6-figure earner. Yeah, to get your business up and running. I'll jump into that in just a bit, but to get started now for just £79, all you have to do is click that orange button below. Click the orange button below. Join Project Q1. Now, all you have to do, it's either above or below this video or in the top right corner. Yeah, you're going to go through to an order form, and I'll walk you through that in just a moment. But that is what it takes to join with us this evening. So here are some facts, right? And here's just some of the people that are earning money within our community right now. Okay, so we've got Rich here in the top left. He's going to come out and share a story in just a few moments. He got started around a year ago now, had no online experience. He was an electrician working 60+ hours a week, had his own company, but he was working for himself, but he was still trading his time for money, right? And guys, last month, Rich was able to earn over £20,000 with our exact system that we are working with. Okay, and we're a global community, remember guys, so we've also got Bobby here. You can see him with his daughter. He's over in the US. He was working in landscaping and construction. Last month, he earned over $10,000. Yeah, these aren't people who are coming from a tech background. These are people who are jumping on board, utilizing our system that's been put in place, and utilizing it. Bobby's been with us for about 6 months now, and he's absolutely crushing it over in the US. Right, from landscaping and gardening to being having an online business that is hugely successful. Right, here's my business partner Rob. Here's his sister. She was a college dropout working at minimum wage. She wanted to move to Hawaii and have an online business. Right. And what would you usually say to someone? Oh, yeah, right. That's like a pipeline dream. Wrong. She's using an identical system to us. And last month, she earned $23,000. Yeah. Extremely happy on South Island in Hawaii. And down here on the left, we have Lily. Unfortunately, I don't think Lily can be with us this evening. She actually sprained her wrist a couple of days ago. But she was working in jewelry sales in the UK, and she saw what we had to offer at Project Q1. We jumped on a coaching call that we're going to discuss in a few minutes. With myself, we mapped out a plan for her to get up and running as quick as possible. And within her first 3 weeks, she made over £2,000. She made over £2,000 within her first 3 weeks. Okay, here you can see myself and Rob and one of our business partners, Brian, in the orange shorts. He was working in the oil industry up in Canada. It was drying out. He was sick of going out for weeks at a time and not seeing his family. And he's been doing this now for over 2 years. He's been doing it for over 2 years, so he knows the ins and outs. He knows exactly how it works. And he set himself up. So now he's earning over 65,000 Canadian dollars per month. Per month. All right, guys. And to the right here, another one of my business partners, Julian, chilling out one of his places that he rents over in the US. Julian has been doing this for about 3.5 years. His advice to anyone starting out is just stick around and follow training like it is a ritual, and you're going to get results. And once they start coming, they're going to come fast. And Julian was a personal trainer working for $10, $15 an hour 3.5 years ago. And he's working with products where you can make over $4,000 per commission sale. And he's making these on a daily basis. So imagine $4,000 on a daily basis. One high ticket sale on a daily basis at $4,000, guys. He's making over $120,000 per month. Yeah, and this isn't, you just come in and you're going to be earning this kind of money. This is you jump on board, you follow a training, a step-by-step, click-by-click training, and you stick around. Yeah, and then over time, you're going to see these kind of results. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in your first week or your second week, but after your first month, you're going to be getting your first 4 figures following our training. And we've got bonus number 3. Okay, this is one of our last bonuses for you guys. This is for the first 10 people that do sign up today. They click that orange button below right now. And by now, guys, we've given you all these bonuses and we've got one more. That's a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call. That's with one of our leaders here at Project Q1. We've now got a ton of leaders that you can jump on a call with. This is that £297 value. Yeah, and what happens on these calls is they see your current situation, they see where you are right now, and they work with you on that basis, see where you are right now, where you want to be, and then the step-by-step plan of how to get there. Because guess what, guys? Every single person is a normal average person that's within our community that wanted to make a change. They made that change. They became successful. And then what we do now is offer a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call to help the newest member come in and get there even quicker. Yeah, that's how this works. So let's have a look at what you're going to get one last time. Okay, the training academy, you're going to get the automated system, our Facebook group, the weekly team mastermind calls, the mastermind recordings, latest tips and tricks from the pros, right? And of course, that essential for the first 10 people only. If you're watching this on a recording, do click through, sign up, send us a message, and we do have our schedules, we have our calendars available. We'll see if we can fit you in. Okay, so send us a call, send us a message if you're watching this on the recording. A 30-minute one-on-one coaching call. So the total value there of £12,282. Yeah, you are getting this for a one-time offer of £79. Right, £79. All you have to do is click that orange button right now. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. What would you usually do? Money is replenishable. It comes in your account each and every month. You know how much you have to pay for your bills, your phone, your petrol. You put some aside for yourself. What do? You actually invest that money in something that's going to make you more money in the long run? Or do you just spend it on, I don't know, going out for a meal, going out to go and get some drinks, a new pair of high heels, a new dress, you know, or guys, you want to go out and you buy a new t-shirt or something that's going to diminish in value. Yeah. And why don't you do something different for a change? Because, you know, when you join this kind of industry, you understand what an investment is. An investment is something in yourself that's going to make you money. Not on the first day, but after the first month, right? What would that do for you? That one-time investment of £79. Yeah. Just put yourself in the situation where you invest, you run through, you follow our click-by-click training, and you jump on a coaching call. You understand how our products and services we're working with, and then you make your first sale. You make your first £1,000. Yeah, because you did something differently. If you want some different output in your life, you got to put some different input in. Yeah, doing the same thing on repeat month after month, wondering why you're not getting any different results. Well, guys, as Einstein says, that's insanity, right? So we've got a sneak peek. We'll jump out and do that for you right now. I'll show you our members area, what you're actually going to get for that £79. Okay, this is just the one part. This is the 10% of the training. Okay, so let me bring my menu bar up, and let's see, it should have come up here. Let's get a sneak peek running. Cool, so ProjectQ1 Academy, let's have a look at this order form right here. So when you click the orange button below, right away, okay, you're going to come through to a page exactly the same as this. We do usually have it up, for $997, pounds even. Now, I've been hanging around with Americans too much. And you can see what we have on offer down here, the value of each and everything we have on offer, including that 30-minute one-on-one coaching call. You come in, here's an example, ray.com. Go to step 2. Here you have your lifetime membership, £79. You put in your card number, whatever it may be, right? Your CVC number, expiration date, and you click complete order. When you complete your order, you go through to the next page where there's just a quick video. Okay, there's a quick video explaining you how to take those next steps, and the next step is creating a members area. So let me show you an example of the members area here. So I've created one myself. Obviously, log into my account, and here is your new member modules. So we've got ProjectQ1 here. Our core values, we want to be working with the right people. And if you're still watching this right now, you have a strong interest in working with us. Yeah, it's the same the other way around. We want to be working with the right people than ProjectQ1. So you got your introduction. You go through more of a discovery process, lesson 1 through 9. You complete your coaching questionnaire. This is a series of 9 questions, so we can find out where you are at right now in your life, because everyone's at somewhere different, right? And then you watch the Launch Blueprint training video, and you go ahead and you book your coaching call. Some of you come through and book your call with myself. You click this one, the 30-minute one, because that's included in the price, right? And then you do your final steps. You make sure you've done absolutely everything. We've got the frequently asked questions all down here that Nate has made before. And then you have a bunch of other resources, right, all the way down here. You got the Facebook ads training, click-by-click, step-by-step training on that 10%, guys, all the way down. We actually show the adverts we're using right now that are generating, you know, an absolute ton of sales for our teams. We don't hide anything. When something works, we show our teams, and they also generate success. Right, then once you've been with us for a few months, you can watch this advanced Facebook ads training. You know, there's a ton of stuff here. Mindset resources, we give you a bunch of books you can use, setting up goals for yourself, right? And a few other resources here that you can plug in and use straight away. And here's the ton of our mastermind replays within here that are available to you guys, the products uses here, the insider tips, and the science behind the products we're actually using. So that's our members area. I will show you our Facebook. Here we go. Let's go through to the Facebook community. Here's the Project Q1 Facebook community. Let me get rid of all this. All these messages here. Boom, 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 boom. So you can see we've had a bunch of new members joining our team. Here's where you'll be welcomed into. Here's one of our mastermind recordings from earlier today. We have a bunch of our leaders providing value to absolutely everyone, right? Within our community, people asking questions, people coming on board, people hitting new ranks within with the products and services, those companies we're working with, people hitting some of the highest ranks, right? And a bunch more value within the community. I could scroll for months, guys, but I'm sure you get the gist of this right now. Here we got our file section where we have a ton of all our old recordings, our tech calls, all this juicy stuff that you're going to be walked through as you progress through your training. Yeah, if it seems daunting right now, don't worry. But let me jump into this Hangout. I'm going to jump out on my screen share. Your screen sharing stop. There we go. Let me do my hair so I look presentable for you guys. Stop sweating now in my presenter mode. And that's what we have on offer for you guys this evening. And we're going to show you now a few more of our successful students, right, with us at Project Q1 and what they've been able to generate over the past few months. You know, myself, I have my story. I'll tell you that in a bit. But the bunch of these guys down here, the newer members, I want them to come out and really tell their stories for you. So let's have a look who we've got with us. Let me introduce who we've got down there. We've got Adam. Let me introduce Adam. Adam, if you want to unmute yourself and turn your camera on, please do. And Adam, tell us, after you invested that £79, when was it, 4 or 5 months ago now you've been with us, the kind of journey you've been on and what you've been able to do. I know with your wedding and stuff, you can quickly breeze over that. But yeah, tell us your experience for the people watching right now, the people who are about to click the orange button. Maybe they're a little bit hesitant because they've never done anything like this before, right? Neither had any of us, yeah? But just tell us your kind of journey over a couple of minutes.
Yeah, cheers, right. So so I joined Project Q1 in May. I had no previous experience of doing anything like this. I didn't even know that this sort of existed, to be honest with you. So I joined in May. It's been very successful for me. I can't actually believe how far I've sort of come. And I've managed to. I worked in finance in a 9-to-5 job. My initial why was because I'm actually getting married next year. I was actually on holiday in Miami in May when I first joined, and we wanted to sort of get married in Miami, but we just thought, how the hell are we going to sort of pay for it? So I joined obviously Project Q1 for looking for extra work and a bit of extra money and to get out of my 9-to-5. And since I've joined, I've managed to actually put the deposit down on my wedding in Miami, which I would have never been able to do that without the income, that I've received from when I've joined Project Q1. I finished my 9-to-5 job in 7 working days, so I'm counting down the days to that, which Project Q1 has enabled me to do that because I'm earning far more than what I was in my 9-to-5 job. So yeah, so it's been, as I say, it's been a bit of a roller coaster for me, full of ups mainly. If I've had any questions or things like that, as you were saying, Rai, you put a question in the group, it's answered straight away. So you just guided through either on the training or with people in the community that are more than willing to help you at any time. The other thing I was going to say is if anyone is sort of on the fence, I had a coaching call with a lady last week, and I just sort of asked her what was your decision for joining Project Q1, and she said, well, I looked at my life in the last 6 months, in the last 12 months, and in the last 5 years, and in that time, I've not made a positive decision in that time and changed anything in my life. And if anyone's watching this now, that's what I would probably ask yourself. In the last 6 months or 12 months or in the last 5 years, have you made a positive decision that's going to change your life? And if that's a no, then what have you got to lose from sort of signing up, seeing what we're all about, and jumping in, which is what I did. I just thought, what have I got to lose? I'll just get stuck in, and yeah, it's got me where I am now, Ray, basically. So yeah, that's my sort of story, really, right?
Brilliant, mate. And yeah, you know, a lot of people call that the, I don't want to swear in case there's kids around watching right now, but the effort factor, right?
Yeah.
If you can look around, you know, I was teaching myself and I saw it as a means to travel. I was like, cool, I'm an English teacher now. And after some months, I was like, came to like kind of a stagnant stop, and I was bored. And I was looking around, I was like, what have I actually done within the last 6 months to improve myself? And I always had this vision of wanting more money to be able to travel, and not just travel as a backpacker, you know, and stay in grotty hostels. I wanted to actually travel and stay in resorts, stay in nice places, right? And I was like, how can you actually do that? You know, for you, how can you actually pay for that wedding without having to do an extra 50 hours a week of overtime while you're earning some CEO an extra, you know, 500% on top of the money you're actually earning, right? It's like scratching your head. How can you actually do that? Well, the answer is simply, you have to do something different.
Yeah.
You have to do something different, right?
Yeah, it's like sort of, if we did book the wedding and I didn't have Project Q1, that would be all well and good, but I would be absolutely skint for the next 12 months. Not being able to do anything, basically.
Yeah, you'd be out of pocket, won't be able to enjoy yourself. You'd be stressing out, working those longer hours, you know, and it may have even resulted in you not even getting married in the end anyway. You know,
yeah,
you never know, but you have to do something different. You know, doing the same thing each and every day, and people think they're going to get a different result at some point. Well, guess what? You have to break through that comfort zone and, you know, open a doorway into a new world, which is, you know, an online business world, and actually see what it's about. Because if you never try, you never know. And you know, I kick myself for not trying something sooner. That's my only regret, not trying sooner. And every single person within our community, you guys will see when you do join, if you ask them what would you do differently, it's I would have joined sooner. So now I'll be able to become profitable sooner. Yeah, because once you actually understand and you see the scalability of working online, guys, it's like a new world, right? All you have to do is click the orange button below to actually find out. Yeah. So let's bring out a girl. Camila, are you there? I can see some kind of nice destination over there. So if you want to unmute yourself and yeah, turn your camera on, and Camila, you can introduce yourself and tell people how long you've been at Project Q1, what it's done for you, growth as a person as well, you know, and why you actually got started to begin with, and maybe try and relate to the people watching right now who are about to click that orange button, you know. Yeah, so over to you, Camila. I know you've been absolutely smashing it in your business with us bringing in a few sales over the last couple of weeks. It's been brilliant to see you grow as well as a human being while you've been with us at Project Q1. So I'll leave it open to you.
Hello, thanks, Ryan. So yeah, I've been involved for just over 2 months now. And for me, the reason that I got started was very kind of similar thing to what Ryan was saying, really. It was all kind of around travel. I did sort of, traveling through Vietnam and the Philippines, and I just got that travel bug. I kind of understood what the whole wanderlust thing was. And I came back and I just kind of realized that my mindset had completely changed. I wasn't happy just to go to work, save, to be able to go on those kind of holidays. So I started looking for something. I didn't really know what I was looking for, and came across Project Q1 and just thought, brilliant, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I completely relate with the ethos that they have, everything to do with sort of personal development and sort of building yourself up as well as building your business up. And I've just got stuck in, and it really has been amazing. And yeah, in the last couple of weeks, it's really kind of starting to roll, and obviously making sales, which yeah, is amazing. I'm doing really well. And yeah, the training is really easy. I'm a bit of a technophobe. I mean, I call it a tech-tard, but it's the same thing, really. And I'm not very good with that kind of thing, but it has been really, really easy. And everyone in the community is really supportive. Like, me and Adam speak all the time, and he's always helping me, and I'm asking him questions of, this situation or that situation, or, what do I do, or various different things. And he's always there on hand to help me, which is really, really, really nice. And it's part of the reason why I've been able to be so successful in such a short amount of time, because everyone is there to help you.
Yeah, I completely agree, Camila. I was the same before I got started. You were saying you're a technophobe, and you kind of have that mind, right, where someone mentions something on the computer, you automatically say, I can't do it, it's not for me, no, not computers, no, whatever, not doing it.
Yeah, completely. Yeah. Exactly the same. But now I can do so much more than I could do before. Like, I actually understand stuff, and I will look at stuff and be able to go, oh, okay, this is actually really easy now that I know.
It's brilliant. I know over the past week or so, you've made at least £800 in commissions, which is I'm sure a huge help while you're still doing that full-time job. And now you've made that first sale, a couple of sales, right? That you can actually see yourself, oh, cool. When this carries on, my commission is going to get more. I'm going to be making more sales, and I'm actually going to be able to quit my job, right? In a couple of months down the line. That's the reality of where you're going. And I want to jump back to Adam. Adam, we don't say, guys, you jump on board and you're going to make 10 grand in your first month. But in Adam's fourth month, right, you went away on holiday. Adam, why don't you tell people how much you earn while you're on holiday, right? You're in Spain. I mean, you picked to go to Benidorm, which is, each to their own. I'm joking, mate. It actually looked really nice and sunny. I was actually pretty jealous. It was raining here in Budapest. But tell people what you're able to earn. And yes, Adam's been with us for a few months now. And guys, imagine yourself right now. You click that orange button today. You stay plugged in. You are following the training step by step, right? It takes you 1.5 hours per day maximum, right? And you get to that point 4 months in. You're like Adam. You go on holiday because of the time freedom you generated. And Adam, tell us.
Yeah, so in the 2 weeks that I was on holiday, 3 sales, which was just under £4,000. So, and that is, like Ryan says, I was on the internet for like probably an hour a day for them 2 weeks, maybe not even that some days. So yeah, £4,000, which was there at the end of a holiday. You don't really go on holiday and see money at the end of it, do you?
No, you don't, mate. And it's incredible what you have been able to achieve like that, you know? And it's such a normal occurrence now, even on these webinars, you know, maybe you forget to even mention it. You just like your friends and family, you know, you just presume, oh, you know, I go on holiday and I should make $4,000 while I'm on holiday, you know. To 99% of the population, it's absolutely absurd that you can do that, right? I've been traveling, I've been on holiday, and I was counting my pennies, right? 2 years ago, I was traveling, I was like, I want to have at least 3 beers tonight, so I need at least £3 in this random Vietnamese money. And people go on holiday and they're constantly thinking, it's in the back of their brain that they have to, you know, go back to work. They're spending their money. It's not an actually relaxing environment to be in. And people are having to go on holiday while it's the summer break. So you're spending more money to go on holiday, to spend more money because it costs, the prices randomly go up in these countries that everyone goes on holiday to, right? And then it's constantly paying on your back of your mind, oh God, I've got to go back to work. I left all that work for myself on the desk. I'm spending money right now. Can I afford to go and get my wife another cocktail, sangria, while she's lying right there, right? You got to get up at 5:30 to go and put the towels down on the lilos or the beds or wherever, right? It's not the kind of lifestyle you want to be creating. So what you've done there, Adam, I know you will have inspired, and you are going to be continuing inspiring tens, if not hundreds of people, right, with that story. Normal guy going from sales in a call center, he's been doing it for 10 years, quit his job, and now can earn $4,000 while he's on holiday, right?
Exactly.
And it's just like, the guys down here right now are just a handful of our success stories at Project Q1. As you're watching this right now, guys, every single one of us are just normal people that wanted to make a change, that wanted to have more from life, and that's exactly what we've done. And that's exactly what we're offering you guys right now that are the other side of this masterclass. So next up, let me bring out Danny. I see Danny there with his bucket hat down in the corner. Very nice, mate. If you want to unmute yourself and turn your video on, let me introduce Danny. He's been with us now for a few months at Project Q1. He's from Manchester, if you wouldn't be able to guess. And yeah, Danny, I know you've gone through this transformation since you've been with Project Q1, and you've become this kind of guru with personal development as well, which has been absolutely brilliant to see. You're doing this for I know you said one of your sons, and you said a story about him last week when he tried something different, and how you can relate that, you know, to everyday life. And when you try something different, you get different results, right? So why don't you come in and explain to us your journey so far at Project Q1, what you've been able to achieve for yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. Well, when it came to the Project Q1 webinar, I could barely even get onto it, to be honest, because I couldn't even send an email. That's how tech savvy I wasn't. Now, I'm obviously teaching people how to do this, that, and the other, sending emails, the whole system. It's just become easy to me, you know, from not knowing what I was doing in such a short space of time to knowing. It's ridiculous how fast you can learn with this system. It's literally like going to university, but where uni ends, this just carries on. As I say, it evolves and it gets better and better. I joined primarily because I was working my job as a tree surgeon, and no matter how hard I worked, my income was just capped. I couldn't break through that threshold. So it didn't matter what I did, never got a rise. I mean, there was only so much money on the job, and I could only ever earn a set amount. With PQ1, you know, the income potential is infinity, really. It literally is. There are bonuses for infinity within what we do. It's for shine a bit of light on how great, and I'm grateful to be part of this community. Literally, I only run this a few hours a day, if not probably an hour. And I used to think you had to trade time for money, which is definitely not the case. I've broken through that mindset of thinking that way. and it's literally opened my mind to new possibilities. I had no skills whatsoever when it comes to being tech savvy at all. But yeah, I can say I am quite tech savvy now, to be honest. And with personal development also, it's just excellent. Everyone in PQ1's great. I think it was my birthday the other day. I think I got more happy birthdays from members in Project Q1 than friends on my Facebook page. So it goes to show the love that we have for each other in PQ1. And that's what I love about it. It's absolutely epic. And yeah, I don't know what more to say.
Yeah, so Danny, your journey so far, you know, I know that over the past few weeks you've been bringing in some sales, which has been brilliant to see, you know, transforming your life and your son's life right now. And you have that vision for yourself for the future, where you're going to get to. And yeah, as you were saying, right, it's like going to university. I don't know how many of you are watching right now have either been to university, in university, thinking about going, right? Let me just put this into context. I went to university in South Wales because there was nothing else for me to do. I was bored. I was like, do I just carry on doing my job? I was an outdoor instructor at the time, teaching kids and adults how to do canoeing and kayaking, which is brilliant. I was a freelance, working for myself. It was cold in the winters, hard to get work, and I was trading my time for money. Right? I thought it was cool to not have a job and like be able to like travel to a few places around the UK. But yeah, as you said, I was capped, and then I had an opportunity to go to university. So I thought, yeah, why not? I'll take it. Did I want to go? No. Is it the normal thing to do? It's kind of like we're just like clones. That's what I like to call 95% of the population, clones. We just follow a ritual, right? Like, cool, okay, now I go to uni or I get a job. I went to uni. I gathered somewhere between 30 and 40,000 pounds worth of debt. Yes, I had an amazing time. Yeah, I made some of the best friends that you can ever make. Some of you guys that have been to university, you'll understand. And you come out the other end, and I was there with my cap and gown, graduating, and everyone's chucking their cap in the air, right? Like, you had to pay £80 to wear, the privilege of wearing it, and 20 quid for the cap. Like, looking back, I'm like, what a scam. What an absolute scam. I paid £80, yeah? Think how much this cost, the value of this, £79. I paid £1 extra to wear a black piece of robing for the privilege of holding a scroll that wasn't even real. That cost me £30,000, yeah? And guess how much money I made from that whole investment? The whole investment. I applied to get into jobs after that to use my degree for what it was worth. I didn't get one single reply. You know why? Because there's another 20 people who got better grades than me in university, so they are better than me to join this corporate ladder and then start climbing up. So I was looking around like, this is not for me. Yeah, and I lost my head. Poof, I went over to Asia, sold my car, sold everything. I was like, surely there's other ways and means around that. Yeah, surely there's a community of people or people out there that know there's something better than working 9 to 5 with an actual graduate job for the next 40 years, right? And that's when I was introduced to the online world. Yeah, but before I jump into that, let me bring out Rich. Rich, we met in person as well. You know, the other guys, we're going to meet in person very, very soon. We actually have some events planned for Project Q1, especially the UK team, as this is gaining huge momentum in the UK right now, our movement. Rich has been with us now for just shy of a year. I think Rich will tell you he knew nothing about working online. He knew nothing about online, right? He was one of those electricians, or what do you call them in the trade, like Sparky? Is that the cool word to say? He was a Sparky, right? And yeah, Rich was a Sparky, right? He was working for himself. You had a nice life from the outset, right, Rich? But you were also carrying with you a family, houses and stuff on your back, and it was all reliant on you putting that physical labor. And then once you had that injury, you're looking for something else, and that's when you came across working online and an opportunity. And even though Rich had no online experience whatsoever, right, guys, he had a reason to start. Had a reason to click that button, the orange button, right away. He bought in, and now, yeah, he's been able to. He'll tell you what he's been able to, even while he's been on cruises, right? But guys, Rich has put in the work. Rich came in, followed the training. He stayed persistent, and he followed it click by click. He followed it word for word, and that is the reason for his success right now. And let me tell you, there is no difference between anyone else wanting to start a business and Rich and any of these guys on the panel right now, or any of the 560 something people within Project Q1. We're growing each and every day. So Rich, come out, mate, tell your story. You're an absolute blessing to the community and the value you can actually give to other people right now. The floor is yours.
Yeah, cool. Cheers, right? I just want to reiterate over something you were going over there about like university and stuff. Before I get into my story, that is, I've got a few friends actually who went to university, and probably is the same as what you've just said there. Most of them spent £12,000 to £18,000 each going to university. You know, spent 2 and 3 years at university, coming out with absolutely nothing to do with what the job they're actually in now. Yet in society, that's fine. You know, they accept that you go to university and you spend that sort of money. And really, literally, it's wasted money as far as I'm concerned, because they've got nothing out of it. They can't even get a job that they were trained for. And like society expects that of you. That's normal. But God forbid you mention that you're doing an online business like I did, and my mates were like, "What the hell do you want to do that for? It's a scam." And I just said, "Hold on a minute. You just spent like 12 to 18 grand over 3 years and got nothing out of it." I said, "I've been doing this like, you know, not even a year yet, and I'm financially free. I go all over the world on holiday, you know, and that's online business." So like for them saying it's too good to be true as well, you always get that. Yeah, it is too good to be true in their current situation. But like when you do what we do, and we do it day in, day out, and we see the results, it's normal to us, normal to earn like 5 or 6 figures a month online. But to them, yeah, it is too good to be true. And that's what you can't sometimes get over to people. So yeah, I'll get into my story now. Sorry about that. Yeah, basically 2009, I hurt my back really badly. So I trained into something else. I became a Sparky. I was actually I was already sort of involved in Sparky work anyway. So I just, you know, sort of went through all my training, got all that sorted. Did property refurbishments, and literally I thought, and as years went by, sort of last year, I got to the stage where my back wasn't letting me do this no more. It just wasn't sustainable for me. I was coming in from work, you know, and I'd have sort of a month at work, 2 weeks off, you know, no money, so self-employed, just tied up in bed all the time through my back injury. And I just thought, I've got to do something else. And like Rai was saying, that was my why. I had a huge why, but to be fair, I wasn't looking for an online business. I was always being a physical grafter, you know, everything's physical to me. That's all I knew. I was a bit like Danny. I started years ago as a tree surgeon. I've done all this sort of stuff, power line clearance, got into electrics, doing property refurbishments. And sort of as time went by, I began to realize that, you know, at 44-year-old when I started, I wasn't getting no younger. So I was looking for something else, but definitely wasn't online, because like Rice, and it's an ongoing joke, I know that, but I was not tech savvy whatsoever. I couldn't even, I don't even know how the hell I found the email, to be fair, because what happened, I came in from work one night, my back was really bad. I can remember getting an email from Ryan telling me to watch this webinar. I watched the webinar, thought, what an absolute load of rubbish. So I shut my laptop, and that's the last time I looked at it for another 4 days. And I didn't even know how to get back onto the email to find this. So my wife had to show me how to get back onto it. Luckily, she knew even that back. She's less tech savvy than me now, so I'm ahead of her. But anyway, she showed me how to get on this email. I watched the webinar, and to be honest, I'm so glad I did. It's changed my life and my family's life like you wouldn't believe. just for £79. It was actually $99 at the time, but it's £79 now UK. And it's the best £79 that I've ever spent. Not only monetary value, but like what you get for that. The community, everyone going on about the community. The communities, it's like the forefront of what we do. Without the community, I don't think we could exist as a community, because there's that many members now, and there needs to be somewhere for them all to sort of congregate. So we have masterminds, we have global masterminds, we have UK masterminds, like Rai said. We go all over the country promoting PQ1, and really, like I say, it's all down to the community and the training that's available. Why people become successful. Obviously, you know, you've got to invest as well, but it becomes, you have to follow it step by step. Once you follow it step by step, you can't go wrong. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I know that for a fact. And like I say, you can earn multi 5 and 6 figures online. I've done it myself, so I do know that it's possible. And I keep saying it, I'm just a normal bloke who found an opportunity. And for all those who's like Adam said, who's skeptical and sitting on the fence, everyone's skeptical. It's human nature, but it's all about stepping out of your comfort zone, trying something different. Because like Ryan keeps saying, if you don't do something different, you're not going to get a different result. You're going to be stuck doing the same thing 5, 10 years, 15 years, and suddenly you'll think, where the hell's my life gone? So do something different. Take a leap. Do something different, and it does work. There is things out there, and I'm so glad that we found it for sure, because everyone in this community will be successful and are becoming successful. A lot of people are successful. So there's that many opportunities, and this is certainly one of the best ones that I've ever come across. Just another thing, like what Ryan was on about earlier. While I was on holiday, I got cruising now. And while I was cruising, I didn't even have Wi-Fi. I did actually. I did for one day, and I checked online, and it's one of them things where you think, how is that possible? I earned £7 grand in my first week. Then I was off the ship on the second week. We had Wi-Fi in a cafe. I opened my laptop and I earned another £3 grand in the second week. And that's not to sort of boast or brag. It's just to say that, look, these things are possible, and everyone who jumps on this opportunity is going to earn that sort of money eventually. Not straight away. It's took me a year to get where I am, but it's a regular occurrence now. But
while you're on that cruise, you earn over £10,000, which is crazy, right? To most people out there, to us guys in Project Q1, it's like, oh, cool, nice, a virtual pat on the back. It's like, we know that's possible, and we know it's achievable for absolutely every single person that comes in, has been with us. To kind of be earning £10,000 per month, you need to be at a point where you've been with us for about 6 months. Yeah, and that's with no tech experience whatsoever. If you're learning for the first time, click by click, round like this, then you will be able to earn that kind of income. We don't say you're going to come in, it's going to be overnight, and it's going to be super easy. This is for people who actually have a desire to want to start an online business. And I completely agree that when you see an opportunity, your natural thing is to be scared. Like, even though you can see these guys right now, sharing their stories. We've got tens of other stories similar to this within our community. Yeah, and we've got hundreds of other people that have been joining over the past few weeks and months, starting to generate that income and build that snowball effect for themselves with our training, products and services. And the natural thing is to be scared. Even be scared of success more than anything, because the human brain, we are wired to survive, just survive. And then one day, it's called a Kensho learning, right? Kensho learning movement, where you learn something instantly. Yeah, it can be from something bad in your life or something good in your life. And that is a realization, like, maybe you met someone that works online, Yeah, maybe you meet someone in person, you bump into them in the street and you start chatting and they tell you, yeah, I work online. Where are you from? Oh, you know, I'm not from this country because I'm actually traveling right now. Or Rich is on his cruise. You know, while you're on your cruise, Rich, you were telling people, you know, yeah, I've earned about £10,000 while I've been on this cruise. You can just say it like that. And people are like, whoa, 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 go back a few sentences in this conversation. Like how? People can't fathom it in their minds right now. That's from their current situation. That's from their current beliefs and their current circumstances. Yeah, which is the beliefs I used to have before I started, which is the beliefs everyone has before they're starting, right? And I wanted to jump into one more slide over here. And Rich, were you skeptical before you started? And like,
yeah, mate, it was like there was no way I was going to be joining. There was no way. I have been ripped off in the past, to be fair, but there was no way on this earth I was going to be joining an online business. And to be fair, my missus was doing something very similar, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have even joined. But like something you were saying a minute ago, the brain is actually wired to be negative, and it's wired that way because it creates endorphins when you become negative, and it's flight or flight mode. It's the way we're designed, the way we're produced, if you like, and that's the way the brain's wired. So when you see negativity, it makes you want to, it sort of grabs your attention to want more negativity, and that's where what we do comes in, like all the books that we read, the positive mindset. You've got to change that. Once you've changed that, anything's possible.
Absolutely, mate. And I'll just jump into this quick screen share. Here we go. Slides. Whoa. So guys, here's one of the last slides. Right now, it's from Napoleon Hill. Right, we actually give you as a bonus as well on one of these emails. Maybe you've had the email already. We'll give you a free book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And he's written a book. Yeah, it took him his whole life to write. So it took his whole life to write. He studied millionaires and billionaires. And he came up with this one summary of his entire book. Okay, and that is that procrastination is the #1 killer of all success. Here he is, Napoleon Hill himself, and he says, you know, successful people make decisions quickly as soon as all the facts are available. That's what we've shown you tonight, every single fact about the business before you join. Yeah, and they change them very slowly, if ever. Whereas unsuccessful people make decisions very slowly and change them often and quickly, which results in staying in the same place continuously and wondering why you don't go anywhere, right? So guys, one of his words of advice, you know, after studying hundreds of millionaires, is do it now, because sometimes later becomes never. And that is so true, right? Later becomes never. Let me bring out the Hangouts back here. You know, sometimes later becomes never. And sometimes you can see an opportunity as something new to you. You're about to click the orange button, and you come back and you say, it's going to be there tomorrow. You know, I'll leave it till later. And guys, the same thing stopping you from doing that has stopped you and will stop you from taking every single important action that's going to generate you success. Because guess what, guys? Every single successful person will tell you, myself, the guys on the panel right now, is that you have to face fear. You have to face some kind of fear from inside, from your brain telling you, don't do it, right? To actually take that leap and do something. So I get you. I was in a similar position. I was like, you know, I didn't understand what investment was at the time, an investment in a liability, an investment in an asset, right? And then once I actually looked into it, I actually Googled it, right? Because I didn't know anything about business 2 years ago. And I was looking at, okay, what's an asset? Something that I invest in that's going to make me money. It's like, cool, okay, so this training is actually an asset. You know, I thought my degree was an asset. But that's actually a huge liability of debt, right? And you can look at investing in liabilities, investing in assets. So investing in a brand new car, right? That is a liability unless you have the cash flow to invest in the car willy-nilly, right? If you're renting a car right now, and then you've got an asset, right? Something that you can invest in right now, property. You know, maybe you own a couple of properties. Rich, I know you own properties, and you make, you know, a certain amount of money each and every month. Can you like compare that as a business to this right now, and which one becomes more profitable quicker? Maybe for people who have, you know, have got a couple of businesses and are looking into venture to the online world.
Yeah, I mean, to sort of compare them, you'd have to have your houses really completely paid off. And anyone with a mortgage like we did, we have sort of half mortgages on ours. We've sold them now. We had half mortgages on ours, and you were never in pocket, because by the time you still got licenses to pay for. You know, if the houses are empty, that's the main thing. We got caught out a few times when the houses were empty. And when they're empty, you've got to pay full council tax, you've got to pay, you know, the water rates on the property, you've got to pay the mortgage on the property. So to me, they were liabilities more than anything. That's why we personally got rid of them. And I would now say anyone who's going to invest in something, to invest in PQ1 for sure, and invest in yourself, because investing in something like I said, property, it's all right if it's completely paid for, that's fine. But otherwise, it's a no-go. We've done it. We've fell short. We've tried it, but it's not a game changer, especially where we are northeast of England. No, definitely not.
Cool. We've got a question from Anita. Hey Ryan, is there any other costs on the other side once you sign up with ProjectQ1? Hey Anita, what you can do is fire myself or one of the leaders, whoever's down there, your business coach, fire them a message. We have products and services we work with each individual on an individual basis. Obviously, you know, when you jump on that coaching call, a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call, that is where we kind of map out the plan for you. But absolutely everything is in our members area. And guys, I forgot to actually mention, you actually have a 14 money day back guarantee. If that is something, because we decided to put this together, we have a very, very, very low refund rate, right? But we decided to put this together to actually help people, you know, pass that boundary of what I'm actually doing, right? So when you show people they can have a 14-day money back guarantee, it lets people breathe again. They can have a look around whilst breathing and using oxygen to survive, right? So I'll actually show you on one of our order forms. You know, don't take my word for it. Take the screen share's word for it. So over here, you can see, there's me. Go away, Ryan. Let's join ProjectQ1 now. So up here, right, full 14-day money-back guarantee. That's unless you book your coaching call. Okay, so have a look around, work through module number 1, work through the training, right? And then you can decide, and you will decide, cool, I'm going ahead with this. I'm going to do this. I want to be a success story on the panel, right? Which is exactly where we want every single person watching this right now to be within 1-2 months time. Okay, there is, you've seen what you've seen everyone's stories. No one's a tech wizard. You know, there's no like secret magic formula. There's nothing different these guys are doing than anyone else within the community. Or you guys watching right now, the only difference is they took action, they left their comfort zone, and now they've left their comfort zone, they're reaping the rewards of doing so. Yeah, and that's what I'm going to leave you guys with this evening. As Napoleon Hill says, you know, take action now, because sometimes later becomes never. Yeah, this offer, may be up for, you know, we do have a replay on, but we can't guarantee anything, right? We've laid out every single fact for you right now, guys. So I'm going to leave the ball in your court. If this is something you think is for you, brilliant. Let's work together. If you're not sure, you know, click the orange button below, sign up, register right away, and you can get your full 14-day money back guarantee. After you've scouted us out, have a look around our Facebook group, see we're actually real people, right? Don't take our word for it. Take the other 560 people's word for it. Okay, guys? So I'm going to love you and leave you over here in Budapest and the rest of the guys in the UK. So good night.